President-elect got his much-anticipated intelligence briefing today, as we mentioned, over the hacks leading up to the November election. Afterwards, President-elect Trump issued praise, gave a promise, and acknowledged Russia's role in the cyber attack. Senior national correspondent John Roberts is outside Trump Tower tonight with more on today's meeting. Good evening, John.
Brett, good evening to you. In the run-up to today's briefing, Donald Trump had been publicly very skeptical about Russia's possible involvement in the hack of the DNC server. But after spending 90 minutes with the chiefs of the intelligence agencies, Donald Trump seemed to give a tacit acknowledgement that Russia was at least trying to hack the Democratic Party. It was a who's who of the intelligence community at Trump Tower today. The Director of National Intelligence, James Clapper, CIA Director John Brennan, the FBI's James Comey, and Admiral Mike Rogers from the NSA. Following the 90-minute briefing, Trump said he, quote, had a constructive meeting and conversation with the leaders of the intelligence community this afternoon. While Trump agreed Russia, China, and others are trying to hack us, he firmly asserted, quote, there was absolutely no effect on the outcome of the election, including the fact that there was no tampering whatsoever with voting machines. Trump acknowledged we need to aggressively combat and stop cyber attacks and said he will appoint a team to give me a plan within 90 days of taking office. But before Trump even met with the briefers, he was venting his frustration that portions of the classified report were leaked to a news organization yesterday. Trump tweeting, I am asking the chairs of the House and Senate committees to investigate top secret intelligence shared with NBC prior to me seeing it. In an interview with the New York Times today, Trump pointed fingers at Democrats for trumping up the whole issue of Russian hacking, saying, quote, they got beaten very badly in the election. I won more counties in the election than Ronald Reagan. They are very embarrassed about it. To some extent, it's a witch hunt. They just focus on this. We're learning more tonight about retired CIA Director James Woolsey's departure from Trump's team. A senior transition official denied it had anything to do with Woolsey being concerned about Trump possibly restructuring the intelligence agencies, saying Woolsey was never really part of the team and that he was upset that he was never interviewed for any intelligence, DOD, or ambassador jobs. Here's how Woolsey himself put it to Megyn Kelly.
I didn't feel I was being misrepresented, but I was not really called upon to, go to meetings or participate in work on the transition.
Trump's transition team was also pushing back today against reports General James Mattis isn't happy about staffing choices at the Pentagon. Sources tell Fox News it's nothing more than the ordinary griping by subordinates, while Transition Communications Director Sean Spicer tweeted, great transition at DOD. Reports to contrary completely false. Trump's proclivity to use Twitter to send political messages drew a sharp response from Vice President Joe Biden. Speaking to PBS, Biden took aim at Trump's reference to Senator Chuck Schumer as the head clown in the Democrats' efforts to preserve Obamacare.
Grow up, Donald. Grow up. Time to be an adult. You're president. You got to do something. Show us what you have.
Trump is pledging to show the Democrats exactly what he has, but not until he takes over the presidency on the 20th. And back to the intel report, Donald Trump is also warning today against the sort of leak of classified information that happened yesterday with that report, saying, quote, the methods, tools, and tactics we use to keep America safe should not be a public discussion that will benefit those who seek to do us harm. Brett?
John Roberts live outside Trump Tower. John, thank you.